Monmouth basketball versus Stony Brook. 3 keys for Hawks, without head coach in CAA opener. West Long Bar A&Chi. The Monmouth team that takes the court at OceanFirst Bank Center for tonight's CAA opener is battle-tested, having survived a non-conference schedule that included 4 games against high major opponents and 3 others against top mid-majors. And while the Hawks took their lumps, going 2-11, it's time for the payoff. At least that's the plan. The experience gained against some of the top teams in the country, including an 87-58 loss at No. 2 Auburn last time out, should make the Hawks a dangerous team in the CAA. The first test of that theory comes tonight when Monmouth hosts Stony Brook 4-9. With tip-off at 7 p.m., FloSports, at OceanFirst Bank Center. The task became that much more difficult Wednesday when the CAA suspended head coach King Rice for the game for post-game comments about a game official after Monmouth lost to Charleston at last year's CAA Tournament. Rice will be replaced by assistant coach Clive Bentick against Stony Brook. Here are 3 keys for Monmouth against Stony Brook. And check back later Thursday night for complete coverage of the CAA opener. Monmouth got out of the gate quickly against Fairfield in the home opener, building a 20-point lead with 8:41 left in the first half. And while the Stags got as close as 7 points in the second half, the Hawks were in control throughout. If Monmouth can up the tempo and crack 80 points for the second straight game, they have a good chance. And getting off to a fast start in CAA play is critical. The Hawks travel to Delaware Saturday looking to build momentum, heading into a 2-game homestand against 2 of the league's top teams. UNCW comes to the Jersey Shore next Thursday, with Charleston, the 2-time defending champions, in town 2 days later, providing an opportunity for the Hawks to send an early message. With Rice suspended, it's up to the Monmouth players to rally. And if they can, it could help strengthen this group's resolve moving forward during a critical stretch. When Rice was suspended for a game during the 2012-13 season, it was Rick Callahan who took over the team. Callahan is still on the staff, in his first season as the program's general manager, with Rice now tapping Bentick to take over. Bentick is in his 3rd season on the Monmouth bench, after spending 15 seasons as an assistant coach at St. Francis Brooklyn, which disbanded all of its athletic programs a year after he left. He began his coaching career at his alma mater, Canisius, where he was an All-MAAC performer for the Golden Griffins. He scored 26 points in the 2001 MAAC tournament final, hitting the game winner in the final second to beat Niagara. Among Stony Brook's top 6 players in the rotation are 2 freshmen, a sophomore and a junior. So as young as Monmouth may be, with a trio of sophomores doing a lot of the heavy lifting, there won't be at as big a disadvantage in experience in this one. But it's 2 of the Seawolves' most experienced players who have been doing most of the damage, with 6-3 Holy Cross transfer Joe Octave averaging 14.2 points and 5.0 rebounds. Backcourt mate CJ Luster, a 6-3 junior, is shooting 43% from 3-point range, averaging 13.6 points. The 2 will provide a defensive challenge for Monmouth guards Madison Durr and Jack Collins. The Hawks must maintain the defensive intensity they've shown in recent games. Stony Brook's top rebounder is 6'6" senior Andrew Snoddy, part of a front court that includes 6'6" sophomore Jared Frey, averaging 8.3 points. Ben White, a 6'9" freshman, is averaging 9.4 points and 5.2 rebounds.